Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently... Honestly, I feel like what we need right now is just Renaissance. That's the whole thing. That's all of what we need. So we're going to come on down over here and take a look at when it is going to hop into Mareg. That's going to be in a little while. Once it finishes there, I do think that that'll be enough, but... Can we go for a doll? They're still allied with the Mamluks. How much do we care? I'm not sure that we care about them being allied with the Mamluks at this point. Let's take a look here. The Mamluks have 20,000 troops right now and 30,000 manpower. They are Miltech 10 to our Miltech 8. We could go to Miltech 9. I would prefer to find a way to not do that, though, I think. Maybe if we were to annex Harar. Let's see. It is currently not spreading in Mogadishu. This is not particularly useful. Let's go into this view here. Okay. Yeah, if we were to annex Harar, that should do the trick. We can work towards it anyway. We'll improve relations there. How much more can we get? 70? Okay, that'll be enough. Sounds good to me. We're also going to want to continue to take over the rest of Madagascar. And I would love to get ourselves some exploration ideas. That would be Admin Tech 7 that we'd need to do that. And we should be able to do that once we adopt feudalism, in theory. We do have some provincial unrest in Hafun, and I don't think we care. I think that's perfectly fine. We are probably going to have to conquer Nakor at this point. We'll keep them around for now, though. They're not blocking us up here. I think we're okay at this exact moment. So we'll just do that. We should probably go ahead and do an agenda here. Let's see what's available. We could convert Hobyo. And what are the odds of actually doing that? Let's see here. Religion tab. That's not religion. This is religion. Hobyo. Hobyo. 208 months. I feel like that's not a great option. Karakoyunlu. Really? They look right there. I'm not sure that that's all that useful either. Zimbabwe having 30% or more trade power in the Khmer Bay. Where is that? Is that up here? That's Bengal. Where is that trade node? Gulf of Aden over here, Persia. Can I just search it? Yes. Oh, right here. So that's Gulf of Aden trade node? That might be doable. What if we were to just send our light ships up there temporarily? That might just straight up finish that. So if we were to tell them to protect trade in Gulf of Aden, yeah, that's going to be less profit than we're making right now. We'll move them back after. But this may just immediately finish this. All we need is 8% in that trade node, in theory. Basoga wants to be our ally. Do we want to be allied to Basoga? Yeah, that's fine. They would become our vassal, so sounds perfect. We'll go ahead and do that. Wonderful. And yeah, we can invest in these techs, but we're waiting on that. Yeah, we completed the estate agenda already. Fantastic. And that, of course, means we're going to move these guys back into Zanzibar. Aden is offering us knowledge sharing. I'm going to, once again, decline on that front. Here's the real question, though. Do we see any colonialism yet? Zero colonialism. Okay, this could be interesting. We may end up getting printing press before we get colonialism, but we're going to have Renaissance quite soon here. I do think that this will be 2% or more of our development. Well, that's only 5 development. Hobyo would be better. Yeah, I accept a royal marriage from Basoga, and we should probably also guarantee them. Excellent. And we're going to improve relations with them a bit. As soon as our diplomat is back, 20 May is when we can send this. Okay, that's fine. So right about now, fantastic. Okay, sounds great. So, I mean, we're taking that colonialism malice here, for sure. That's only a 15% malice, though, so that's really not so bad. Yeah, we really just want Renaissance. Now, we could have accepted the knowledge sharing, but that would be down in our capital and wouldn't actually have accelerated any of this up here. So that's why I haven't accepted that. I just don't think it's worth the cash when it wouldn't actually speed up our... It wouldn't actually speed up our embracement at all. So we're going to go ahead and make a state here. That's wonderful, and we'll core all of those for 109 admin. And we'll make this state as well. Excellent, core all those. Perfect. What are we at for our governing cap? Okay. We're approaching our governing cap. That's good to know. I'm actually a little surprised about that since we just reformed, but let's see here. Any of these that are coming up. Ooh, national manpower modifiers, nice. Autonomy change, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we can always gain some governing capacity this way, right? But that gets more and more expensive, and I would kind of rather work our way down this way if at all possible. And then we can put all of our future reform power into just expanding our administration. That's kind of the overall idea there, and we're going to have some states that are going to be territories. That's just all there is to it. I feel like this isn't super useful. However, clergy. Okay. Clergy are a problem right now. We'll just arrest these guys. That's okay. We do need a new advisor. There we go. He's even cheaper, so that's fantastic. We're going to be making a decent amount of cash. What is this going to be? 25.84? Yeah, that's the same as here, so I guess this did update. Sounds good. We should probably continue working on workshops as well as temples. Okay. Beautiful. And we're just letting this institution continue to spread right now. I want to continue banking this, although at a certain point we will have to spend no matter what. So that's going to be interesting for sure. 7.8%. It has expanded in Hobbio. We need just a little bit more over here. Weleda still wants that alliance, and I'm still going to decline. This is just a matter of time up here, and I'm content waiting for that. Although these guys aren't drilling, and they should be. Let's get them going. Fantastic. We do cap out at 40,000 manpower, and how are we doing in our military count anyway? We could expand our troops. Nobility gaining 10 loyalty is kind of irrelevant to us. Honestly, them losing loyalty is irrelevant to us as well. I don't mind losing that legitimacy. It'll go back up. No big deal there. Excellent. Our colonies are coming along nicely down here. We're just continuing to fill all of this out. Yeah, I'm pretty content with what we've got going on here. I do think that we want definitely to work on annexation, though. Ahsoka is currently at war with Congo. What is this war? Oh, okay. Not super relevant. Sounds good. 3 units of infantry down here. Were these queued up by me as a mistake, or were these something that we inherited from an annexation? Either way. Hang on. I'm thinking about this. I have 5 more units. We might want to have a dedicated siege force here, is what I'm thinking. So Mogadishu is now in our control here. They have... Yeah, I think that we disband these guys. And we would have this be like 3 units of infantry for now, and then we just build this up to like the force limit here, in theory, with cannon. And then this would be like our siege force. They wouldn't be intended to fight. The question is, do we need infantry units to siege? And I don't think that we do. We may want to just switch these around at some point. But for now, we might want to make use of these guys since they exist. Should be fine. We can get ourselves 2 more cannon in here. And this is going to be a pretty rapid siege force with all these cannon. We don't have a siege leader for it. We might want to consider rolling one since we have so much military power. Let's do it. Hey, a siege pip. A siege pip. It'll do. It's not ideal for sure. And we'll get these guys drilling, but as soon as this month tick comes in, let's get this last unit of cannon in. Excellent. There we go. Okay, how are we doing on our institution spread? This is literally all we're waiting for right now, is some institutions before we can really get to work again. I mean, we could look to integrate Harar, and that would get us there. I'm not sure if that will get us there faster or not, but we need to integrate them at some point anyway. And that wouldn't necessarily be the worst concept. How much further can we improve this? Another 15 should be enough. Excellent. We're up to 185 because we dropped some of that annexation and forced vassalization on the year tick. I like it. That is magnificent. We've also got our navies much better set up at this point. We have ourselves... Oh, I did this again. I'm so dumb. Okay, so we're going to group these on together. We're going to split off this light ship. The light ship can actually remain here and repair, but we'll send it out to go up here later on. Now, I want to check. That's our mothballed heavy ships. These are our transports, which I will mothball for now. These are light ships protecting Gulf of Aden, and I want them to actually be in Zanzibar. Okay. These guys are additional cogs. They should come join our mothballed transport fleet. And this guy's repairing. I'll actually tell it to go ahead and protect trade in the Zanzibar trade node. But it will repair first, and that's absolutely fine. Excellent. So we'll group these 2 units together here. We have to unmothball them. And then select both of them. Group them, and then re-mothball them. Slightly tedious, but that is fine. Okay, in Harar, we can begin the annexation. And so we shall. 3 diplomatic power per month, huh? Okay, we'll pull back this guy. And that means that we'll be able to vassalize Basoga here in a moment, but I don't believe we can do that while they're at war. We weren't called into this war. We could maybe enter the war. Is there such an option available? No. Okay. I guess that's fine. Well, we'll be able to vassalize them eventually. Eventually. Harar is being annexed at a reasonable rate. How long is that going to take? 5 years? Sure. By the time that gets annexed, we will definitely be able to adopt these institutions once we have all of these in our realm, but it may or may not be ready to go before then. We have some interesting progress over here, but it's moving kind of slowly. We definitely want to grab that Renaissance as soon as we can. Otherwise, colonialism, look at that. We can actually see Spain right now. To that end, because we can see Spain, we know that we need to do contact with the Europeans. Spain is a Christian European country, I believe. Yeah. So we're just going to go improve relations with them to work on that mission. Wonderful. And we are working on controlling Southern Africa. Those all do need to be a core, huh? Well, a territorial core would probably work. Alodia, would get some pretty decent benefits here. Actually, Habyo, that's in our territory. So that's like... where is Habyo? It's up in this direction somewhere. I'm certain of this. Yeah, right here. Fantastic. Elodia opinion is okay. I mean... Elodia's these guys. They're allied with Makuria. We might want to fight them eventually, but not right now, I think. This would give us local trade power and local trade power. 5 flat and an additional 10%. Or we could get local goods produced and opinion, and I think that's what we're going to go for. That'll be fine. What do they even produce in Habyo? They produce grain. Sure, that's decent for the land force limit, so we'll accept that. Sounds fantastic. 85.81%, and this is going up by what, 0.2 per month? Actually, more like 0.3. Okay. Not too bad. It is definitely spreading. As far as the Spanish opinion of us goes, that has improved pretty dramatically. We need to get it up to 75. They're currently fighting France. Okay. I hope they have fun with that. And as soon as this war ends, we'll get Basoga into the fold. How are we doing with our subjects right now anyway? Pretty well. We don't have too many of them. I like it. And we know that our truce with Madagascar over here is going to be over in 1552. So we've got plenty of time there. Oh, this is no longer Terra Incognita. We should grab this next time we have a colonist open, which will be quite soon. We're going to be done here very shortly. Under a year, in fact, I would argue. Assuming we get decent rolls on our new settlers. So yeah, we're definitely going to do that. We want to prevent the Europeans from rounding the Horn of Africa for as long as possible, if at all possible. Can we see this over here now too? No, that's still Terra Incognita. Okay. Sounds good. We're going to want to grab Quest for a New World fairly soon, I feel like. After we get Renaissance, that's going to be much, much easier to do, of course. No one wants to work. Well, I don't care. This cost is irrelevant. Sure. Like, that's less than a month's income. I don't care. So, I mean, we're definitely going to have that colonialism ticking up. Well, it doesn't tick up anymore. It's based on what mill tech you have. So that is absolutely fine. I'm not too concerned about that at all. I am going to go ahead and construct additional temples. There we go. One more is what we want here. A couple more month ticks and we'll be good to go on that. Wonderful. We're going to be finishing up this settlement definitely in under a year at this point. Guaranteed. We only need 43 more settlers, so that's wonderful. And then we are going to go ahead and grab Comoros, for sure. Ah, there we go. I just want to check here. Yep, Habyo is technically slightly better to build a workshop in. And then we'll build one more temple, and then beyond that, we'll probably start building manufactories in locations... Oh yeah, these are pretty good. We're going to definitely start building some manufactories. Our royal marriage with Basoga is over. We should do another one. There we go. There's still a 0% war score over here. Awkward. We're going to pay the diplomatic power. I don't want to lose a full 1/5 of our population in Senku when it is this close to finishing. 50 diplomatic power is worth it to me right now, considering especially that we have a bit of a surplus of diplomatic power until we get Renaissance. Once we get Renaissance, that will definitely change. Nobility estate losing loyalty. We'll keep it at a modest level. They'll be fine, I'm sure. At least hopefully they'll be fine. We'll see how that goes. Okay, we have 90 gold right now. That's almost enough. Actually, that is enough to build our final temple here. Like I said, for me, the magic number is 0.1 per month. Anything below that, I think that it's not generally worthwhile unless you just have so much money you don't know what to do with it. But that's just going to make you more money, which is going to create a bit of a runaway first world problem, which is slightly problematic. But this is going very well at this point. What's our opinion with Spain at? Plus 70. Okay, 73 now, so next month tick we should finish our mission. That's great. In theory, it should be next month tick anyway. 76. And there it is. Fantastic. Zimbabwe is an attractive place for merchants from all over the world due to our access to gold and ivory. While it brings great prosperity for us, it also has the side effect of religious conflicts between the merchants. Such are the case with the Christian and Muslim merchants in Zimbabwe. I probably would have said such is the case, but okay. Who try to compete against each other on the markets and in the royal court. If we ever want peace from this nuisance, Mbiri 1 has to choose how we should deal with these aggressive merchants. We could side with the Christians, and that would make Songhai upset. Side with the Muslims, that would make Spain upset. Exploit their differences, gaining 2 years of trade income, and making both of them half as upset. Or get rid of both of them, lose the stability, and gain 5 mercantilism. Honestly, we should exploit their differences. I don't think we're really scared of either of them. Songhai is Miltech 9. Spain is Miltech 11. We're a little scared of them, but we're improving relations with them, and that will get better over time. So I think that that is absolutely fine. That also allows us to construct a manufactory. And we are going to create that one. We don't have the tech for all of these. We're going to create that one in Barawa? I don't remember what it said. Fantastic. So we're finishing up Senku this month tick. Fantastic. We can make this into a state, and we'll core that. We're getting very close to our governing cap here, but that's okay. Just means we'll need territories. We'll tick forward 1 day for Cormoros to be able to receive our colonist. And there we go. Fantastic. The real question is, where's that sweet, sweet Renaissance at? 92.69. It's getting so close. Will this be 2% though? It's only, well, actually it needs to be 2.3% at this point, now that we've expanded a bit down here, and over here, it'll actually be a little lower than that. I think it'll be when we get Harar integrated. I do believe that that's when that will change. So I do want to send a diplomat to go smooth things over a bit with Songhai. They're pretty far away, and I don't think that they're likely to declare war on us at this time, but I don't really want to risk it. We have plenty of diplomats for the moment, so I'm not concerned about it. Should be fine. We're definitely going to continue to colonize in South Africa since we do have a mission for that, after all. And after contact with the Europeans, we can do modernize the state. Oof. So, the complicated thing here is no Western country embraced more institutions than Zimbabwe. Getting caught up in the institutions will be challenging. Okay. And then this one we'll work on, but for now, that's going to be a thing that's going to be a long time. So these three are long-term projects. Control Southern Africa is kind of our primary-ish focus right now. We're definitely working on it. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so do colonies count? No. Okay, good. That's fine. We are going to have another colony down here finishing up very shortly, though, and that is going to count towards this total. That does still mean that we'll be fine once we annex Harar, which is at 54.5%. That will definitely be annexed in the next episode. It is, however, about time to put a cut in here. I'm not going to do that until this colony is done, but it will be very, very shortly. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and let's give this like 1 or 2 more month ticks, tops. It doesn't need much more. We're also going to be able to build another manufactory fairly soon. Our income is improving quite dramatically. 1 more month tick, and this will finish. We'll go to Great Karoo next, I believe. We will need to core this, of course, and that is fine. No problem at all right there. There we go. So we'll just go ahead and core that. 12 admin power. Tick 1 day, send him to Great Karoo, and now it is time for that cut. See you all next time.